There we
Hello.
go. I just find it, the lighting was terrible.
Oh, the lighting, it's such an issue.
These curtains are horrible as well. And I was like, oh, I don't want to get them in, but I couldn't move any worse. Bless you.
Well, I've got my sequins on.
Oh, lovely. I don't tend to get too dressed up because I think it's about the other person.
Oh, I love your top though. It's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. I try you. I tried a little bit for you.
I'm wondering if I can get away with not wearing glasses, but I don't think I can. My eyes are getting so bad. I just have to. It's so depressing. I'm fine long distance. It's just short distance. It's just rubbish. It's just an age thing.
I love that jacket.
It's cool, isn't it? eBay.
Yeah, really lovely.
eBay for £5, I think it was.
I love where you find things.
I try and persevere, but I'm just so gutted because I bought a pair of I've been stalking a pair of Golden Goose trainers for probably 3 years now that I can afford.
Yeah.
Off Instagram, off eBay, and I found a pair, and someone has written that they come up quite big. Sorry, they come up quite small. So I went for the bigger size. They arrived. They were affordable. They were my favourite, like pattern and everything. They're too bloody big.
Oh no, that's
so
a
annoying.
Nightmare.
So annoying. So I'm just reselling them on. It's fine.
What size are they?
I'm a 7 and they're a 41. But I should be a 40 really. So they look a bit like boats on me. I've got big feet anyway. But
I'm the same. I swing between a 6, 6.5, 7. It really depends on.
Yeah.
When I was pregnant, I was a 7, and I've got a whole load of shoes that just
your feet got bigger when you were pregnant.
Yeah. Exactly. And they always tell you not to buy shoes when you're pregnant, but I kind of want a different style.
You had to wear something.
Yeah, exactly that. Hello, and I always like to say hello, Susie, but I also like to introduce the hashtag because I always talk about people about their handles. So the style toast.
Yeah,
lovely. Thank you
for
joining us today.
Because I love toast and I love toasting people.
Do you? Is that why it is? Do you love toast?
My old handle had a food name in it as well. I used to be called Cookie Crunch Style for some weird reason because I like Cookie Monster. So I thought that's a bit silly. I'll try and be a bit more sophisticated. So I changed it to Style Toast.
I remember your handle before, and then you changed Style Toast. But I love it. I like this. I like this handle, so it's lovely. So I'm going to.
I like yours as well. Yours is very clever.
Exactly.
Very clever.
I am definitely getting greyer as we go.
Well,
you haven't had my hair coloured yet. Right. So, can we start with the questions of who or what inspired you to start your Instagram account?
Yeah, sure. So I think probably like a lot of people, I started mine just like you open up a Facebook account. I just had it for friends and family, for holidays and all that sort of stuff. And then I think for some weird reason, Does My Bum Look 40 appeared on my explore page or something.
Yeah.
And then Emma Hill, and then Where's My Money? And they sort of, they look interesting at my age. They were into clothes. So I sort of started following them and I just got totally inspired by their accounts. And thought, actually, maybe I'll narrow my photos down and concentrate on style and try and get my photography a bit better and try and be a bit more niche. Because I think with an Instagram account, the more niche you are, the more people will follow you if they're into that niche, obviously. And I did toy with the idea of doing a fitness account. But
too much commitment.
I was really into fitness at one point, but that's.
I think I remember that on Cookie Crunch. You used to. Then I used to see your some of your trainers, your run it. Yeah.
No, I'm still into fitness, but probably not as much as I was. And there's so many amazing fitness accounts out there. Oh my god, that how could you compete with that? Really, these amazing women.
It is definitely another sign of commitment, isn't it? Doing a fitness account.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That was my main thing.
Great.
Really. Yeah. And I still follow all those girls, and I love them.
I was gonna say. I think Does My Bum. She's still. I love her because she hasn't changed really. She hasn't sort of tried to fit into any kind of I need to have this on my account. She's just her, isn't she? Even through lockdown, some of her videos, I just love it when she doesn't know how to add someone just things like
she's very I feel like it's very real with her, and
exactly.
what you see is what you get, and she's a bit of a force of nature, isn't she? She's hilarious.
She is hilarious.
She's just really funny as well, so she's always entertaining to watch. Her and Trini are one of the two women that I always look at their stories or their IGTVs, because they're always entertaining. They're just funny. They're just naturally funny people, aren't they?
Trini's one at the moment. Trini's has got like her where she's got her underwear on and things like that.
Did you see that one? That made me laugh. I watched that with my sister last weekend, and we were just laughing. We're going, she just doesn't care, does she?
No,
it's brilliant.
It's brilliant because it's how we're all feeling about things, and she'll like, I mean, she's the most gorgeous woman, and then she'll just say, "Oh, my legs are just too short," and then my body's too long, and like, this is exactly how we all feel about different things.
Exactly. It's good to be a bit self-depreciating, isn't it?
I'm with you on that. I think you and I often do that as well.
Yeah. You've got to, really.
Exactly.
It's very British.
It is very British, British. Okay, so what do you enjoy about producing content for Insta, and is there anything you dislike? Let's start with what you like, and then what you dislike.
So I definitely like the creative side of it, because obviously I'm a graphic designer anyway by trade, so I enjoy like the composition, composing a photo, getting the lighting nice, and I guess for me it's like making something good out of something crap. Because I know that I'm not, I haven't got a massive budget for clothes. I can't wear a new dress every day like some of the Insta girls. I don't have loads of stuff. I don't have a really beautiful house. I'm not really young. I don't have the perfect figure, but I just like to make what I've got the best I can. And make an interesting, arresting, hopefully appealing photo. So that's what I really enjoy. And also try and inspire women. I mean, I'm old now, I'm 51, so I'm trying to inspire women my age that you don't have to be frumpy, and you can wear what you want. And I think sometimes I do wear stuff that's a bit young for me, but I don't really care. And I think there's more women out there that are doing that now anyway.
I'm with you on that. I think you can wear whatever you want. I think my mum always used to say to me, it doesn't matter really how short it is, or if you're wearing it, if it fits you, more importantly, it's not filling, like, it doesn't matter if it's short, if it's pulling and things, like that's what will make it not look right. Just make sure you wear the right size, whatever that says in the label. And I think I've gone from anything like years ago when I first started working in office, I was a 10, and then now sometimes I can be a 6, and I'm like, I'm not a 6. I haven't changed, my figure hasn't changed that much. Just make sure it fits, and don't be obsessed with that size.
And don't be obsessed with the label.
Exactly that. And I think you're very good at that, and I just love your pictures because they're like little pieces of artwork.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. That's what I try and do, because like I say, I'm not definitely not the most beautiful or the youngest, but I try and make what I've got look as nice as I can. Or I do cheat a bit sometimes, I do.
Don't we all cheat?
But no, not everyone does. Some people aren't into that. They're not into editing their photos. They'll just literally take a photo and go and post it. But for me, that's what I actually enjoy. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy taking the photo, and to be honest, I don't take long. I don't spend hours taking the photo because I get bored. I'm more interested in actually the fiddling with it afterwards and making the colour nice, and making it look.
And you do it very well, because I think I've sort of said before, there's people's pictures that I start to miss, or personality, or there's some that I just say, okay, but yours, there's always a little break between yours, and they're always
I'm not very consistent.
I think Sue's going to post another picture, because like I said, they are little pieces of art, but also I think you've got it right. You're not wearing a different dress every day. That's not you. That's not your account, and therefore, it's...
Well, if people wanted to send me lots of dresses, that's fine, but that's not happening at the moment, so I have to do it. Of course. I don't actually want that, I'm joking. But you've got to deal with what you've got, haven't you, really?
Exactly.
And make the best of it.
Definitely. So on that, I think I might going to jump, because you said about I'm going to jump a question just to, can you give tips on the apps and filters you use in your post? Because I probably only use what is in my iPhone, as in I haven't downloaded another app.
Okay.
If it doesn't, and then I don't really know of any other apps as such.
Okay.
I mean,
well, obviously there's loads in Insta itself, isn't there? Before you post it, and you've got quite a lot of editing you can do within Insta itself, which I do use sometimes as well. But when I take a photo, I usually put it straight into. The thing is, I work on Macs all day anyway, and I do fiddle about with illustrations and photographs as my job, so it comes instinctually to me, really. So my favorite ones are Snapseed and Adobe Lightroom, and they're both free. I don't pay for any apps, and basically Lightroom is really good because I think it's quite easy to use. Maybe other people wouldn't, but you can just play around with the color. You can play around with the brightness. You can play around with the if there's too much red in the image, you can even take down the red. You can take down the green if you don't like green. You can just make the image look really different.
Right.
You can up the shadows. You can make it clearer, more zingy, like sharper. There's so much fiddling about you can do with it just to improve it.
Right.
Because, I don't know, but, British lighting is often really rubbish, isn't it? And especially if you're taking stuff exactly. And today is rubbish. But especially if you're taking, photos in your bedroom or something, often the lighting is awful. If you haven't got professional lighting and you're a woman of a certain age. Lighting is everything.
It is.
But if you haven't got that lighting, but you can improve it in an app, then why not? But it's not for everyone. But I personally enjoy it. I enjoy that part of the process.
I love that about. That's what I say. I love that about your posts, because you can see that even when you add little sparkle bits and things.
Yeah, I love all that.
It's really lovely.
Without it looking, I don't want it to look too false though. When you see some Instagram images and they've been filtered to absolute death, like there's not a single mark on their skin. There's like rainbows in the air. There's just it's so over the top. It's hyper real. And that's I don't really like that. I like it a little bit here and there, but not like total Insta fakeness or whatever. So a bit of help here and there, I think is
perfect. I'm gonna have a look at those apps, because I think
give me a shout if you need any help with them. I find them really easy to use, but if you need any help, just
thank you.
Give me a call.
I will. What about video? Can you help me today on video? What would you like to see more of on Instagram?
This is a funny one because it totally goes against what I just talked about. I think I really like Insta reality stuff, even though I don't do it. But you get a couple of accounts like Does My Bum and probably Emma Hill as well, where they do outtakes, or they'll do funny, them asleep and dribbling or something like that. And I think a few of those mixed in with all the gorgeous shots. I love that. I love seeing that. I love seeing a lovely feed where everything looks lovely, but then you see the odd photo where they look awful or funny, or it's gone wrong or something. I really like that, because let's face it, life isn't perfect, is it?
No, it really isn't perfect.
And it's really relatable when you see that. It's just funny. It just, I just think that, which stupid, I should do it more because I don't do it, but so I'm being a hypocrite. But
I didn't. I don't think.
I think it takes quite a lot of bravery to put a photo of yourself looking rough.
It does. Well, I say that. I think that's what my whole feed is, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I'm not going to post anything. But there's like, oh well.
So you're talking rubbish.
That'll be another week without a photo. It's like, all right. But you're absolutely right. I think it does take a lot. I think it does take a lot of guts to just go, do you know what, I've just woken up.
And also those girls have got hundreds of thousands of followers, so them posting the odd photo of them looking rough is not going to matter to their account. But the likes of us with small numbers, we'll be scared that we're going to scare
I won't have any followers. I won't have any followers. I might have to do a naked shot for the weird men that contact you to get my followers.
Oh my god, there's such a lot of weirdos out there, isn't there?
There's so, and I did, I suppose because I hadn't really done many videos or lives before. When I started originally having these chats with ladies on Instagram, but they would tell me as soon as you finished a live or video, you'll see that you get those people following you, and it's
really?
true, like, and then asking you if you want to marry them.
Yeah,
But
well, there seem to be quite a lot of sugar daddies around at the moment who said they're going to pay you loads of money. Like, what for though? What do you have to do for that money?
I don't do it for free, let alone for money. So, like, there we go. My husband would be like, "Yeah, she's right." So, sorry.
TMI.
Digressing. So you
I haven't even had a drink yet.
I know. Is it too early? So I like I said before, I love your style. There are little pieces of art, and how would you describe it? I know we've sort of spoken a bit about your apps and things. Do you feel like it's, you say aspirational in a picture, but would you like other people to start kind of having similar pictures to you, or do you like it because you're individual?
Everyone's got to do their own thing. You've got to be you and do your own thing, haven't you? Yeah. Sometimes I'll see the odd photo by someone I follow and just think, oh, if she just like brightened that up a bit and just given it a bit of zing, that would have been such an amazing photo. And that's terrible. That's just the graphic designer in me that's really critical, because I'm a visual person. That's why I love Instagram, compared to Twitter or something like that, which I am on Twitter, but I don't use it much because I just love seeing images. And I love seeing, interesting things to look at. I actually have another account, which is just a typography account, and I follow loads of art accounts and typography and design, and I keep that totally separate from my style Instagram account, because and then when I get fed up looking at style stuff or another dress, I'll hop on that for a different sort of inspiration.
Perfect.
Which is quite nice, to sort of mix it up a bit.
I have another account, and it's kind of similar, like, sort of, I'm not a designer, but I do like things like typography, art,
just different sort of inspiration.
Exactly. As you say, not that you said it, but I'm going to say it, you can get a bit fed up looking at another dress. I
mean, I bore myself sometimes, which is probably why I don't post every day, because I get bored of looking at photos of myself, so I just think I can't post 7 days a week because I'd be bored. I admire girls that can do it, that can post 7 days a week and not be fed up with themselves, but I can't.
No, I get it totally. Thank you. Okay, so what are your favorite shops, brands for clothes and accessories?
Well, I'm a high street girl, really. It's H&M and Zara and Topshop and Mango, really. But in my fashion fantasy life, it would be Gucci and Zadig and Voltaire, and probably stuff with a bit of edge to it. I'd like to think that I would be totally minimal and simple, those accounts that are all neutral, and everything's really tasteful. There's no logos on anything. Everything's really and they're absolutely beautiful to look at, and I wish I could be like that, but it's not me. And they only wear cream and brown, with maybe black occasionally, and that's it. I find those feeds amazing and beautiful, but I don't know how they do it.
That's very true, because I often look at them and think, oh, it's just amazing. And then even like in their homes, everything is white and black, and the kids would ruin that. I don't know, because some of these ladies have young children, and I'm kind of like, wow, how is that even?
How do they do it? I know.
But at the same time, I think, I don't want to say I'm like you, because I don't want to insult you, but I think I'd end up being a bit more absolutely fabulous. Like, I go from, oh, that's really nice, the plain simple, to, oh, like, loud and
exactly. I think is it small? I really like Small Town Threads bio, because I think she says minimalist but with a magpie heart, something like that, which I can totally relate to, because I think I couldn't be. I'd love to be minimalist, but it's not. I like sparkly shit too much.
Is that what? As we can see, and then the top in the background I can see as well. Brilliant. Shimmer. Okay, so high street, and then the other thing, you are good at eBay. You're good at finding eBay stuff, aren't you?
True. It takes a bit of perseverance. You've got to have the time to do it. But I'm trying to buy more pre-love stuff. I'm starting to feel a bit more guilty about buying new things.
That's me. I've been reading a few books as well, and just trying to be a bit more conscious.
Yeah.
I think lockdown helped with that as well, didn't it?
Yeah, I think you know, everyone's got to do their own thing and what they feel comfortable with.
Sure.
I couldn't be totally pre-loved. I don't think I'd find that really challenging.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely trying to cut down on the new stuff and buy more pre-loved stuff. And it just takes a bit more perseverance to get something that fits you, i.e. the blooming golden goose that don't fit. To get fit and suits you, because you can't, you know, it's all lucky dip sometimes.
My ideal dream would be to be like all vintage and sort of boho and things, but like that's not also not me. The length of searching. I think when I had a chat with Sarah Robbins shops, she will literally go through everything, whereas I'll just scan. Even in brand new, I'll just be scanning the top and thinking, do I like the colour? Do I like this? And I won't really have a look at everything. So I probably do miss things. And I think for pre-loved, you've really got to do that searching, looking at site. And that's just...
It definitely requires more work, I think.
That's not going to happen, unfortunately. Not with me, but there we go. So, coming on to that, I know we're sort of easing out of lockdown, but it's still very prevalent. What did lockdown change for you, for your fashion, for your life?
Well, I think the same as most people. I think the first couple of months, I didn't wear jeans much because, you know, I'm sitting in front of a computer all day and you want to be comfy, don't you? So there's a lot of loose dresses and tracksuit bottoms. But I did try and put on makeup every day, which is kind of weird because it just made me feel a bit better.
Yeah.
I didn't buy much first couple. I don't think anyone did they really?
No.
It just felt so wrong.
It really did. It did feel wrong.
It made you feel a bit like strange. Even looking at, you know, online shopping or anything, you just thought this seems so trivial, and you know, when everything that was going on, shopping's like the last thing you wanted to do. You know,
I still feel a bit like it because I keep thinking I've got so many clothes.
Yeah.
And I'm not going out hot, like I'm not going out as much.
Yeah, so where are you going to wear them?
I'm not even going to an office, so I just think I probably don't really need to buy anything.
No, none of us do we?
No.
It's that whole dilemma between, you know, living in a consumerist society, between wants and needs, isn't it? And you know, what do you don't actually need much. It's just what you want. And because we're programmed to want new stuff all the time, aren't we?
We are.
It's really difficult to recondition yourself, I think.
It is. Yeah. I haven't mentioned your hair actually. It looks fabulous, doesn't it? Because you had all the...
Yeah, it's not mine.
I know, but you've had that done recently, didn't you? It's really nice.
Yeah.
It all looks
this is the longest. Yeah, this is the longest my hair has ever been in my whole entire life.
It's beautiful.
I started having extensions about a year ago because I've got very, very fine hair. And I've always been really self-conscious about it, and it's the one thing that just really got me down, you know. I tried every supplement, every shampoo, every lotion and potion I could to try and thicken it up, but nothing really worked. So about a year ago I made a decision, maybe I'll try extensions and see how they are, see if they're not going to totally destroy my hair. It's been one of the best things I've ever done. So for me personally, because I was so self-conscious about my hair, it's been great. And actually these ones were gifted to me, which is the biggest, most generous thing I've ever had out of Instagram. So it's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to receive them.
It looks like your hair and everything, isn't it? And the colour is so good.
Yeah, actually this is brighter than my actual real hair colour, and I was worried they weren't going to work, but my hairdresser said no, I think they blend in really nicely. My actual hair colour is darker, but
I think that balayage looks really good, doesn't it?
Really nice. No, I'm really pleased with them.
Good. Lovely. I went off that one. Okay, so we've done your tips. I'm going to do a bit of your quick fire round.
Okay.
This or that.
Okay.
Scary. Not really. You've heard them before. So, heels or flats?
You know the answer, don't you?
I do. That's why I asked
flats, trainers.
I put a few of these things, so I thought I'd know the answer.
Yeah.
Bags or shoes, though? That's a bit tricky.
That's difficult.
You've got that lovely low bag, haven't you?
I love that bag. That's the most I've ever spent on the bag in my life, but I absolutely adore it, and I know I'm going to have it forever.
Yeah.
And it looks brand new still, and I've worn it to death. So yeah, sometimes you do get what you pay for. Not always, but sometimes you do.
Yeah.
I can't call that, you know.
You can't
call it.
Okay.
I'd probably say bags, actually.
Yeah.
If I was pushed.
Or
yeah.
your low bag.
Yes, I go bags. Yeah.
Fish or birds?
Fish or birds?
I know everyone does this. Everyone goes, what do you mean? So it's quite funny because
to eat
some of the other ladies are were frightened of birds, so they said fish. But I thought it was quite like, would you be a fish or a bird? Like eat fish or bird, you know, whatever, however you want to take it.
Yeah, I'll go birds.
Birds.
Yeah,
nice.
My dad collects. Is a massive owl collector. He collects owls, so I'll go with owls.
Owls, nice.
Or birds, yeah.
Or birds, yeah. So trousers or skirts?
Trousers.
Oh, I thought you might, but I thought it might be close because you've got some fab skirts. And I also know the answer to this: coffee or tea?
Tea girl.
You are a tea
proper
girl.
British girl. I will have the odd iced coffee, and I quite like a coffee if I'm in Italy, but generally I don't reach for coffee. I have it very occasionally, but yeah.
Okay.
What about you? What are you?
You know, I found it really hard because I like both, but I would always used to get up and have a coffee sort of straight away, or buy one in prep. I'd always have a prep coffee, and I stopped that in lockdown, and I've now got a bit out of the habit, and tea is definitely what I'm going for more and more. And also I can't do I have to do decaf coffee as well now, just for my age.
I remember there was a time about a year ago I had like maybe 2 or 3 coffees in a day, which is really unusual for me. I felt so jittery and anxious. So even though I could probably drink a lot of tea, but I never feel jittery or anxious with tea. It must have less caffeine in it.
That's the same. I'm sort of getting too hot on sort of different strength coffees and things, so I've just gone for tea. I like it's good. I love a good sized mug and stuff.
Yeah, so. Nothing like a cuppa.
Do you do it in a pot?
No, just in a mug. No. Do you do a pot?
Do you know what? Very occasionally.
Yeah.
Only
if you're being posh.
My nan was a big tea drinker, and she always used to have to say out of a pot, and she would make a pot just
in a proper teacup.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but every day you can't do it, can you? Really?
No.
So, sweet or sour?
Sweet. I've got a real sweet tooth.
Do you?
Yeah, I love chocolate. I love biscuits. I love cake, pastries, all that stuff. Terrible.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Carbs. Give me all the carbs.
I know. Same as me. Pasta and then a dessert.
Oh my god, pasta. Yeah. Even though I don't feel great after I eat a load of pasta, there's something about pasta where I can eat so much of it and then I feel terrible afterwards. But I do love it.
That's the Italy. Loving Italy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Love or money? That's such a hard one, I think, sometimes.
That is hard. You've got to say love, haven't you, really? Because you got to have all the money in the world and be miserable, can't you?
Exactly.
It'd be nice to try it out, though, wouldn't it? To see if you were miserable.
I was going to say I've got love, so I'm going to go for money.
Good answer.
Land or sea?
Land, probably. I like looking at the sea, but I'm quite scared of it.
Okay, yeah.
Like swimming in it and stuff like that. I like looking at it, but it does scare me as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. I think the older I've got, I used to be like a water baby, but the older I've got, the more I'm sort of wary of it.
Yeah, definitely.
And the things in it.
Yes, exactly. And also the tide and stuff, the waves. They're scary.
It is definitely. Red or white?
Yeah, those are funny 2 colours to put together.
You say colours, I instantly think wine.
Oh, I see.
No,
yes.
No, see, every
rosé.
time it's so funny because every time I've asked for red or white, they've gone, oh, I'm not sure red suits me. Whereas my mind just went straight to wine.
No, I know red actually does suit me, but I don't have much in the way of red clothes. I need to buy more red clothes because it does suit me. But yeah, so I'll go with the red as a colour, but I'll go rosé as a wine.
Wine, good choice. Good choice. Okay, well that is pretty much all my this or that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add? Yeah.
I'm dreading like watching this back because I know I'm going to sound really London.
No more than myself.
Oh my God. Oh, it's been really nice talking to you.
And you, my lovely. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your time.
And then
in
I'll let
Essex.
you know when it's up on IGTV.